Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone on, and I know I'm already live because I turned that on earlier, and I did so because I wanted to see this. Looks pretty darn cool. So, yeah, alrighty. Anyway, welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is day 131 of our Icelandic volcano eruptions. And man, what a beautiful view tonight. I seem to be heading home, and I thought, geez, we better figure out how to get those burners on high, and got them all cranked up, and there you go. Got it to erupt just in time. So loving it, loving it. It is wonderful to see what's going on and to see the new stuff that's happening. And we'll talk about some of that as we get into the show. First off, I want to remind everyone, please, if you're popping in here and seeing the stream, understand the difference between live and a recorded stream that is been archived and you're watching it later on. So either it'll say top chat or live chat on the top of your chat box. If it says top chat or live chat replay, you are indeed watching the replay of it, or something that's already in the past. So you cannot interact in a live manner in the chat box. If you did want to make comments, just bear in mind that they will be seen afterwards and that they will be down below. I try to acknowledge each and every comment that comes in, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, and we try to help people out there as well. So for those, if you do happen to be popping in and you didn't have time to ask something and you wanted to ask something later, you certainly can. Also, that is the place where you can put links in your comments, that is down below after the chat or after the stream is finished. And those links, then I will end up going through them because I do check that, because they're automatically held just for, obvious reasons. And usually I get about 3 or 4 a day per stream that are porn related, and we don't need to have those on there. So that's why it's not allowed until I approve it, and that way we keep it clean. So and just to remind everyone, yeah, we do run this as a family rated channel, so please use common sense and use reasonable language, if you know what I'm saying. Otherwise, hey, let's get at it. And I want to welcome everyone to day 131. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous looking view on the screen with all 4 views. And I'm actually kind of impressed that it looks that good. So, and really good to see all you guys here. I'm going to go through a few names real quick. I see Sue Hayes, Arizona Snowman. Welcome back, both of you guys, especially Arizona Snowman. Glad to have you back on board here. Excellent. Alex France is back in the house. Brutal Avenger, Harold G, Sarah Snyder, Ricky Music. Welcome. Thank you, she says. Hey, Christian also here. Tom Truelove, Chicky Gombert, Pat Murphy. And let's see, going up here. Truth is in the house, as well as Cheryl Wood, Larry Vladika, and of course Siggy. Siggy, the owner, one of the owners of this lovely, lovely scene that we've got on there. And glad to have you on board, Siggy. And somebody was saying something about telling you about some pallets left somewhere and on the property after the workers left. I don't know what that was about, but maybe we'll delve into that in a little while. Anyway, I'll keep going. Welcome to Stargazer. Let's see, Marbecco also in the house. Katie Warwick. Paul Veneziano. Oh, I'm sorry if I butchered that, Paul, but it's a little bit tricky. Juliet back in the house. Russell Jr. also here. Good to see you guys. Sherry Lawson. Glad to have you back on board. We got Grandma B is back, as well as Barbarian. Good to see you guys in the house. Madcap Martin also back. 420 is in the house as well. Wow. Friend is here. Jason Slater also back. James Geip. Welcome and glad to have you on board. And let's see, Frosty username also back. Lava Bomb. Hey, way to go. Glad you're back in here. And love seeing you guys all come back. And Betty's back again today. Really cool to see that. And going up the list a little bit more here. Ray Scott also popped in. And Mark La Barbecue. What's cooking? Jeff Burke is there. Echo the Bot. Wessex Dragon. Philip Green. Dustin Gas. Let's see who else popped in here. Sharon Stewart. Mark Thomas. Wow, there are lots of people already in here. I know there's a whole whack of you because I see that 246 people in the stream already. So this is going to be a little bit tough for me to read everyone's name off. Anyway, Esther Flores. Let's see who else. Ducky came in. Just going to try to go scoot real fast here across some of these. See if I missed some big ones that are always coming in here. And I think I got most of you guys now so far. But I'm sure a few more you will pop up and I will try to get you. Michelle and Juliet, I see both of you back in here. I think I said Philip Green already. Jacqueline Stevens also back in the house. Good to see you. And Ricky KS, welcome. Let's see, did I miss anyone else going up here? Anyway, I do see a whole bunch of people. Oh, Ez is in the house. There we go. There's another name. Steve Penland also back. Ice Cowboy also in the house. Space J. Hey, congrats on that newer job there, Space J. Glad that you got that. Let's see, what else? Cat 3, good to see you again. Sandy Bird also in here. Zachary's back. And Jacqueline Stevens, I think I might have said that one before. I maybe not. Anyway, love seeing you all of you guys. And Linda Davis, Chuckster, and I'm probably a whole bunch more that I missed. Okay. Mocha Saka also in the house. I hear crickets. Anyway, I don't want to keep going with names. We know that a lot of you good people are in here. I'll try to get some of you. And, you know, I do have to say Kim Raudenbush, otherwise he's going to just nag at me forever. And Volcano Junkie, welcome as well. Last Man, also good to see you. Anyway, guys, I wanted to go around the cameras real quick and just see what's happening. I know that takes you away from the lavally goodness. But down in the berm, and I don't see any lava or big smoke or fire or anything. And the only fire we see in this shot is above the hill there. So. That's pretty cool to see that from the distance. But anyway, this is Nathagi Valley. This is down in the southern end for those who are just joining us. And the flow hasn't been coming into this direction. Most of it has been going to the northeast into Meradallir. And we'll explain that in a little while. We'll go over some of it. This particular camera, if we go back to that shot, you see the ridge on the right hand side at the very top, closest to the very edge of our screen here. That's actually where that camera is located, somewhere up there on a fairly tall hill, and it's got a pretty good shot looking at the volcano from across the valley from the eastern side over to the northwest. The next one, of course, is the camera that's down kind of on that. No, it's not on the same place. This is the different one. This is down in Meradallir on the east side, and we are looking at the area that, if on the left hand side there, of course we can't see it because it's kind of dark, but that's the rest of Equipment Hill, about center to about 2/3 of the way up, and we will talk about that in a few minutes. And I think I don't know if Rob, did you want me to go ahead and chat about those ones, or did you want to talk about those later? If you're listening. Anyway, I'm going to keep going here, and of course this is our visor cam, and yeah, we noticed, somebody had mentioned this earlier, we noticed quite a bit of yellowish looking sulfur material right out front, and that is this area here, and looks pretty interesting. Now, somebody also said that there was some reddish sulfur area, and sulfur is typically yellowish looking, yellowy green. So I don't know where they seen the reddish stuff, but that would have been interesting as well. Nancy Buchanan also popped in. Hello and welcome. Pavel is also back in the house. Let's see, did I miss any others? Sue Cron also back in here. Carl France, welcome. What kind of cameras are these? We do not know. They've got a variety of cameras out there, so unfortunately I can't get to that. Oh, we will only at 1800. I don't know if we can get back that far. I'll have to take a look if we can. So because I have not viewed that, I need to go over that first, Pavel, to see what's going on. So bear with me on that one, and we will try. But the equipment rescue, since that got brought up, and I missed if Rob had a reply to me or not. But he may not be listening. He may be doing some other things like work. Okay, I'll does the infrared actually, Christian, we haven't seen the infrared for a little while. It hasn't been working, so I just keep getting buffering. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get this going. So we were talking about, they were going to rescue the stuff off of Equipment Hill, and of course here you can see off on the left hand side the very tall mountainous looking volcano, and in the center you can see what's left of Equipment Hill, and of course those are the arrows are pointing to the equipment that was there, and is going to be like pretty much gone, right? So here's a different shot, and I want to hide that, I think that one there. Okay, here's a different shot of it with a little bit closer view, and here's the guys trying to disassemble everything that's still there. And I do have a question for Rob later when he comes on, and that is where was that seismic sensor? Is it over here on this hill? Because if that is the case, we may be losing a sensor, and I thought it was located right around here somewhere on top of this hill. Anyway, we'll discuss that later. Maybe he'll have an answer at that point in time. We won't bug him right now. He's got some other work to do. But anyway, there you can see a couple of the guys dismantling things and working on stuff. So pretty interesting to see what was going on there. And yeah, okay. So, oh no, I didn't want to turn that one on. I wanted to turn that one off, and I wanted to turn this one off, I think. Oh, no, I got too many things going here. Okay, we'll leave that one on, we'll turn this one off. Okay, so, oh, I know what I need to turn on here. This, we will turn this on. And there you go. Okay, so This picture is of the tall volcano in the Philippines, and credit is to the individual on the screen there, aptly bump. So that's where that credit goes. And man, is that an awesome shot. That lightning coming out of there, going through those clouds, and of course that lightning within the pyroclastic cloud it's just really wild to see that. And that is a lot of material coming out, and one heck of a light show there. So it is pretty interesting. Just wanted to share that with you guys. So that is pretty cool. And of course, we'll pop back over to the chart real quick, and you can see it is going up. And we're going to do a little bit more arrow pointing later, and moving through some charts, just to see if those two very big spikes that just happened there fairly recently are all on the other ones, which would indicate that it is not equipment malfunction related, but rather a seismic event all over the place. So anyway, let's get back to that volcano. It was cooking, so let's have a look. And yeah, that lava is starting to really flow, and I like it. What's the best view here right now? I guess this guy. Okay, Jason Slater, the large spike on the shake graph is from the Alaska 8 point. The Alaska 8.2 quake that happened. And I did hear about the quake that had happened, but I have zero detail other than it happened. And it was 8.2 is what everybody was saying. So I didn't know that was going on. So it is very interesting, very cool. And really glad you guys are like that other picture, eh? Sherry Lawson, I hope you're receiving this. I noticed you responded a little bit later after we've already took that picture down, and I'm wondering if you are actually 100% live, or are you lagging behind just a little bit. Sometimes I find when you come onto a stream, YouTube doesn't put you completely live. You're back a minute or two or something. So please make sure that the live button is actually red, and that way you're up to date with everyone else, and hopefully following along. I know in different places things lag out a little bit more than others, so hopefully everything is good. Okay, IRS on all the graphs. Yep, it's on all the graphs. What is the extended smoke coming from behind the volcano? Behind the volcano, I don't see any smoke behind it. I see stuff coming out from the left hand side. If we draw on here, I see there's some action over here, and of course that's lifting up. I don't see anything in the background anywhere. If you do, please let me know, and where you're referring to, left or right side. Behind is a large area behind the volcano, so don't know. Let's see. Okay, more questions. Okay, so I got that. Guten Tag posted some fun videos from Big Ram. One showed what he called a hole from the back of the caldera. Okay, it is a direct hole or a lava tunnel. Interesting. So I've not seen that. That's a good question for the channel. So James Donnelly is curious about the so-called hole in there. Anyway, Philip Green says, yeah, 8.2 is massive. Yes, it is indeed. And I'm seeing we got a lot of people in the channel. We've got 181 likes. And if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing so far, please, by all means, hit that like button. Help us out with getting the YouTube analytics working for us to get this channel a little bit more popular. And also, if you are actually new to the stream, please have a look down below. You will find the times that we do try to stream. It doesn't always happen, but we try due to work or poor visibility or what have you. But we'll try to do our best to stick to that schedule. And if you do want to see more, please do the subscribe thing and hit that bell notification, and that will allow you to get the notifications if YouTube actually sends them out properly to you, so you will know when the stream is happening. I just figured I'd throw that in real quick. There was a major eruption of Marapau volcano in Indonesia. Okay, I didn't know that truth. Thanks for sharing that. Well, things are flying by here pretty quick. I heard that too, but many scientists are doubtful that such a reading would show up all the way in Iceland. Yeah, the only way that we could, with Rob, that comment there, so with seeing the stuff from Alaska, it is kind of going, are we going to actually see that? Unless there was some kind of a chain reaction, maybe there was something else along the way that we didn't see that may have caused something in Iceland to shake a little bit because of. There's a lot of possibilities, but I haven't seen any other quakes listed anywhere. Like I said, I'm kind of in the dark, in the blind, being blind with that stuff right now. Alex France, did that email with the picture I sent go through to you? If so, shout if you want a live from tonight. I don't know if it came through. I will have to look, Alex. Like I said, I've been busy all day and I didn't see anything, so let's see. Okay, that's not good. This is okay. Somebody said thank you for the shows. Okay, that's all cool. Notification, and that one, no, it did not come through. I don't know why. I did not see it, and I haven't got time to go snooping around right now, but I'll take a look maybe during the break if I can find something. Dr. Fox was islands of Alaska to the south, tsunami warning out and then recalled. Okay, so to the south, yeah, that would be kind of the subduction zone there. So that's part of why Alaska gets some pretty big ones, because the that North American plate curls around, and we do have the subduction zone from the the Pacific plate is subducting underneath the northern plate, right up there. That whole kind of long chain of islands, that area is all getting pushed up. So, in a couple more million years, you can wander right over to Asia from North America, no problem. Anyway, pretty cool stuff to see. Pavel, okay, seismometers in Seattle are registering earthquakes in Alaska all the time. It's about half the distance to from, yeah. That could be true, Pavel. That could be true, because I know they do pick up all over the place, and I know even the ones that we occasionally have here in Alberta are picked up by stations, on the west coast. So, and that's going through a whole bunch of mountain chains, and that is kind of neat and interesting. Anyway, Dinkle Storm Chaser is here, and I'm glad to have you back on board. Let's see, possible, okay, what? Aleutian Islands, okay, possibly in the Aleutian Islands, okay. Um, Thanks, Lady Justice. Cool, let's see what else we got going here. We are getting close to that first break, so I see a bunch more people popping in. Yeah, the Fukushima was picked up around the whole world. And yeah, we do know that. It basically rang the bell. And that was the term that was actually used at the time. And I do remember that, Barbarian. Thank you. Do you what? Did you feel the earthquake today? No, I did not feel anything today. Um, we are too far away from that here. Um, but we did have a heck of a thunderstorm where I was. But I was actually about 2 hours to the northeast of Edmonton, so about just about 150 kilometers away. So pretty interesting difference in weather. And here in Edmonton, there was absolutely no rain, no nothing, and everything was really cool. So let's see what else we got here. All right. Looking at the time, I want to go flip through some of these other camera views and see what else we can see. And right now, it is looking like we don't seem to have anything flowing over the hill right now. But I think the volcano needs to pick up a little bit more to see a little bit more of that lava ooze over top of Equipment Hill. I noticed that if the flow rate is a little higher, that's when it starts spilling over the banks, because it's kind of built its own channel or roadway, if you will, of lava. And when it really starts to flow, that's when we get that side welling start coming out, and it starts pouring over the hill. But it will create blockages eventually and just dump everything over it, because that is a low point. So it's going to be really cool to see. Tony Miller on Maui, glad to see you in the channel again. Alan Coker, Liam, let's see who else. Peter von Scholten, 8.4 is a small earthquake, nothing to worry. Yeah, 8.4 is not a small earthquake. Oh, no, maybe a 2.8 is, but 8.2 is a heck of a rocker, man. I'd be a little bit concerned if you are in some buildings and you have an 8.2 going off and your building is not rated for earthquakes. You best be heading outside. That's a little bit too warm. Okay, let's see. Here's another. This is the MBL close-up cam. And I wanted to go see something on that MBL close-up cam, and we will go take a peek here for a second and see if I can get back a little ways and see that. See what I want to see. Oh, not there. We need to be in a different spot. I'm trying to find where they were talking about that they seen the stuff where the guys were rescuing the equipment. Oh, okay. I think maybe we can get in here and show a little bit of that, if I can get it to the right spot. So bear with me here for a second. I think this is going to be kind of interesting viewing, and we will see what it's doing. Okay. Okay, there we go. We'll go right there, then we will go, hang on, we will go, oh, they're already moving too fast here for me. And that's not the screen I wanted, neither is that. How about this one? Yeah, this one. So, yeah, there you can see the guys up there already. I don't know how they got there. They just panned that camera over. Oh, there's the chopper. Hang on. Oh, the chopper's out of the scene. You can barely see it. Yeah, there it is. You can see it a little bit. All right, and they got taglines hanging down, and yeah, I guess they're going to lift that stuff up. Is that a Sikorsky? I can't tell. Pretty heavy duty looking helicopter anyway. Tornadic activity in the vicinity. I don't know if there's tornadic activity right now. We're watching a helicopter lift some stuff off the top of Equipment Hill. Maybe we'll stick to that, right? They left the wind turbine. Your battery issue is... Hey, Pavel, excellent. My battery issue is solved. All I need to do is go there and go get it. I doubt that it'll be there, Pavel. By the time I get there, I think that puppy's going to be gone. And but I really do like the fact that it is a vertical axis wind turbine, and that is something that I'm very fond of. Although it's different egg beater type blades on that one, but you know, it still works pretty cool. Helicopter must be a Super Puma, you think? A Super Puma? Oh, hey, they're dropping another guy. All right, he's coming down. Oh, wow. It's amazing. Okay, just drop him. Boink. He's okay. It's only 10 feet. Okay, Rodney Barstow also in the house. Highlander, is Melbourne in New South Wales? I don't know. I'm not down there. Robert Roenblum is here as well. Welcome and glad to have you on board. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Anyway, we are kind of going over into the break time here, but I will leave that on here for now. We'll see if what happens here. I don't know. You guys want to watch this, or you want to watch the volcano? That is the question. So, question: what is all the white stuff on much of the lava field? Participate. Okay, in the close to the cone. Well, there was it wasn't white. The stuff that we were looking at earlier there was a lot of sulfur type material there. Split screen, yeah, we can probably do that. Okay, let's put that there, and I'll leave that play for a little while, and I'm gonna go take that break, you guys. Thank you. It's not, but it's not lava. Okay. Okay, but seeing a helicopter rescue doesn't happen often. Well, oh, they're dumping another guy out there. He could have just jumped. Oh, come on, that's only a few feet, guys. I'm kidding. I'm glad they're getting the guys down there safely. Anyway, I'm going to go take that break, so please enjoy what's going on here. And enjoy the views. I have to take a break for a few minutes, and then we'll see if Rob is ready to go, or if he wants to wait till the next break, and I'll give him that option as well. And I will be back in a little while. So those who haven't hit that like button yet, please hit that like button. It really, you know, if we can get the likes up there, that makes the show that much more popular through the analytics of YouTube, of course, and hopefully it'll help out. So if you can do that, I'd appreciate it. And also, if you're new to the channel and you want to know when we're streaming, You can look down in the description. We do have the times listed. They don't always happen due to work or other consequences. As of tomorrow, I'm on call again, so for the next week kind of thing. And so things could happen. I have to change times or actually cancel a show or something, and that's happened before. So hopefully we will keep that going. But anyway, if you hit that subscribe button, that way you'll know what's going on. Also, if you don't know, I do have a 24/7 stream that I run, and it's usually refers to the bunny over there when people are talking about that. If you want to look that up, you can also see it there. Maybe we'll drop a link later in there just so you see where the home stream is, and that's on all the time. And you can find interesting information there sometimes when we get chatting afterwards, but we don't always chat about volcanoes. There's rabbits and helicopters and cameras and whatever else over there, so kind of everything, right? Anyway, I'm going to take that break, so keep smiling. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
I guess we're live. Can you all hear me? Yes, they can, because I can just hear myself. Right, good evening. I'm literally having to check the day of the week now. Happy Thursday or Friday for me. Hi, Jason Slater, Arizona Snowman. How you doing, buddy? Love. I'm not going to do this whole. But I will do this. Faintest Nye, how you doing? I'm really sorry I missed your question the other day. I actually saved it somewhere. I will get back to you on that, but please don't let me forget that. I'm going to be speaking twice tonight and for much shorter periods. I promise I'm not going to go all Dead Poet Society on you. I promise you. Siggy's trying to literally call me while I'm speaking to you. That's not funny, Siggy. Please don't do that again. I'm going to call the union. I knew I would regret giving him my phone number. Anyway, firstly, it's been a very dramatic, busy day at the Volcano site. I just wanted to point out one thing regarding this seismic event or this earthquake that happened in Alaska. Whatever we saw on those charts, remember from the other night, we were talking about harmonic tremors, okay? In other words, we're talking about what the equipment on the ground in Iceland can literally hear. Remember the metaphor we spoke about with putting your ear to the table and banging the table? That's literally how those seismic tremors are picked up when we're talking about harmonic data. I'm pretty sure, but I will triple check, for harmonic data like that to make its way all the way to Iceland from Alaska, I'm guessing it would have been at least felt in Chicago and in Toronto and in Halifax. And I've looked, I haven't seen any reports of that. So I'm guessing that wasn't what we saw on the charts. Okay. But I love how we're all now obsessed with all the different data feeds and everything. It's wonderful. And yes, I believe that is, by the way, Doc, I think that's a Super Puma, but I might be wrong. I've seen those before, but only the military kind, not the civilian or Coast Guard kind. Yeah, okay, so I just want to bring up one of the latest data chart that we got up literally today. And it's pretty interesting stuff, what we can see. I'm just going to put my YouTube pop-out chat up so I can read the stream. I can read the chat at the same time. Let's see the stream. 1 second. My apologies, guys. Okay, right. Okay, so it's really interesting stuff. Firstly, when it comes to the lava area, we now have a spread. Lava area relates to the spread. It relates to how much surface spread the lava is now covering, and we're now up to the best part of 4.3 kilometers squared. That is immense. That is absolutely huge, and it's just going to continue to spread. I understand that there's been a lot of talk about maybe it's been the emissions have come, the output has gone down over the last few weeks, what's happening with the lava tubes and so on and so forth. What we're beginning to see is what we always expected to see if this were to turn out to be the traditional shield volcano, which all indications would suggest it is indeed a traditional shield volcano, which means instead of creating the classic volcanic cone, the sort of Mount Fuji, traditional Mount Fuji type mountain, we don't have that kind of eruption, those kind of eruptions. We don't have those kinds of emissions. We don't have the ash plumes. We don't have the pyroclastic flows. We literally have a wound, a cut in the earth, which is just oozing. It's just oozing very, very viscous lava. It's wonderful to see, because an awful lot of what we've seen from this volcano, we've only really been able to hypothesize up until now, because we haven't seen volcanoes in real time at the sort of speed that we get to see this one, which is wonderful. And the first time I spoke on here, I mentioned what a wonder this volcano is, because we don't get to see this in geology. And I say we, I don't work in the field of geology, but I do get to say I'm a lay person, and I love the earth sciences, and I love this volcano, and I love the lava. Just looking through chat very quickly, AZ, what exactly do you want me to fix? Cheryl, yep, we're also obsessed, and yeah, we noticed. It's a wonderful thing. Okay. Siggy, please don't get weird on me. I told you I loved you once. Please don't get weird on me. Right. The measurements between the 2nd and the 19th of July, as well as observations in Meridalich, showed that indeed the lava outflow was decreasing. So all of that talk we had over the last month, the last few weeks, the volcano is coming to an end. Indeed, the data did actually suggest exactly that. But, and this is the big deal, the latest measurement indicates that lava flow has grown again. And for what it's worth, we actually have real figures now, because the thickness, the average thickness in Meridalich, in the valley down below, over the last 8 to 10 days, has been increasing on average by about 1 meter per day. All right. So if I sound stressed, it's because I'm the guy that was self-elected to make these maps and try and keep up with this volcano. Had I known, I would have just done Siggy's job or something. It just seems a lot easier. I don't know about you guys, but Siggy just always seems to be on vacation for some reason. Scientists have also concluded that as of yet, like to date, we can categorize this eruption, this volcano, into 4 very, very specific periods. I'm not going to go into them now. Maybe I'll talk about them later. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm just being a big tease. But I will talk about them. I'm happy to talk about them, but it's all included on the data that's been released. And I was just going to go through those periods. And it's very interesting, because you get a more global, a slightly more universal idea of this, of what's happening in with this volcano, and context, most importantly. But I did want to just suggest one thing. This volcano is different. This volcano is different, not just from other volcanoes in the world, but other volcanoes on Iceland. Okay, most eruptions have originated in magma chambers underneath those main volcanoes. You think about the Halta eruption that happened a few years ago, or the unpronounceable volcano that I think it Barack Obama was stuck in England. He was on a state visit, and he got stuck here in London for about a week because they basically the eruption literally closed down all transatlantic and North European air traffic. Those and by the way, that was because the eruption happened underneath a glacier. So as soon as the lava came up, it literally turned into glass, shattered, and then went airborne, very, very airborne. And when that stuff gets into the internal organs, the internal mechanisms of aircraft engines, it then melts again. And the last thing you want is molten glass in the inside of a flying jet engine, for reasons I hope are obvious. But this volcano, our wonderful lady of lava, is different from those volcanoes because it's not actually coming from the traditional magma chambers underneath those volcanoes, and it seems to be related less to the pressure in those chambers. But I'll talk about that another time. I just wanted to sort of whet your appetite. But I really, really wanted to show you this. It's a map that I've had on my hard drive for quite a while. I've cropped it quite severely. It's very pretty, not just because it's in pink, but you guys can't actually. Oh, you can see it, right? Doc, if you want to remove the chart, so they can still see the volcano. Excuse me. Okay, well, sorry guys. This is going to be very brief. This map that you can see here, my apologies, I know it's not very high resolution. It's not actually one of the doc's technical gremlins playing up again. It's just because this is the highest resolution example of this map I was able to get in time for tonight's stream. But what you can see here is the Reykjanes Peninsula that we spoke about, that our volcano is sitting on. And all of those pink areas are ancient or prehistoric lava flows that geologists have been able to identify as being separate, the lava output from separate eruptions. When you look at that and you consider the kind of landmass and the kind of area spread that it represents in real terms, because you can see the whole city of Reykjavik is just that little speck on the top, that will give you an idea of why scientists are pretty confident when they say this is likely to last a long time and it's likely to contribute an awful lot to new land being born, not just on the peninsula, but for Iceland in general. So yeah, like I say, it's very, very cool stuff. Let me know in the comments what, if anything, I just spoke about you want me to discuss a little bit more. I hope I didn't go all Dead Poet Society, although I do love Robin Williams. I'm a big fan of his. May you rest in peace. And Doc, you're back on. Did you have any questions for me?
I don't have any questions, but does the audience have any questions? And that's the big question in here right now. So anyway, love looking at the charts and love that map. Go ahead.
Siggy has sorry, beg your pardon. By the way, guys, just to let you know, there is a delay between me and the doc, and then the doc and you. So if it sounds like I'm always interrupting him, I'm not. Mostly, I'm not.
Sure, he is. He's doing that on purpose.
When I start talking, this is what I sound like when I feel awkward.
Gotta love it, and that's the nice thing about being live. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Siggy's decided that he was going to tell me, he was going to help coach me in how to pronounce the unpronounceable volcano by just writing it out. Thank you, Siggy. You're no help at all. Never ever go into education. So, all right. See on the map, this area has no pink or purple before, so this event is new. Ilona, I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm guessing you're referring to the map that I've put up. But this area, you're talking about where the actual where the actual volcano is right now. Yes, that's a really, really good point. I believe it's because they weren't sure, or it's because the grey area actually represents a slightly more recent event that happened that has covered up those prehistoric pink areas. Those are words I never thought I'd ever say. Prehistoric pink areas. Take that as you will, internet, take that as you will. Okay, could you explain why there are different types of lava coming out, for example? Okay, right. The different kinds of lava. It has, a lot of people like to speak about the metal content, the chemical composition. They like to talk about the amount of silica in the magma and subsequently in the lava itself. All of which is relevant, especially the silica, because the silica is what affords the lava its viscosity, i.e. how runny it is. And that's really, really interesting. I really want to maybe one night, one afternoon, whatever. I'd love to talk a bit more about the viscosity of lava, how it's measured, and what causes the different levels, especially in light of probably one of my favorite volcanoes in the world. It's the volcano of Oyatu Lengai in Tanzania. Tanzania or Kenya. It's basically the explosive volcano that feeds the Serengeti. So the viscosity of the lava that comes out there. Firstly, the lava that oozes out of there is black, which is really cool. Secondly, it is more runny than water. Try and get that around your head. It has a lower viscosity than even water does. So, and I really, really want to talk a bit about that a bit more on another night, another stream. That would be for a different volcanic eruption, I'm guessing. But have I actually answered your question? Sorry. Dinkle Storm Chaser, thank you. I am a British gentleman. My parents invested well in my education.
Thendis Nye did put the pronunciation up there for you if you want to go read that at 6:05.
Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you. By all means, you can do that. Thank you, Thendis. Is that the great reward that awaits anyone who wants to answer one of your questions? Remind me never to play Scrabble with you. I just want to check that I actually answered the question that was asked. Yes, I can explain about. Right. So, geochemistry, especially the levels of silica. But, and here's the big deal that people don't seem to appreciate, and I actually sent the doc some images the other day of lava under a microscope, which I believe he called my, what did you call them, my amoebas or something?
Yes, the amoebas.
Right, so I'm going to talk more about it, but the one thing I'm just going to leave you with now is this. the most significant component of lava that affords its specific characteristics is actually the gas content. All right, it's the gas content. It's how many bubbles, literally how many bubbles of gas are in there, its concentration, its chemical makeup of the gas, not of the lava itself, but of the gases that are contained within the magma and in the lava. I'm looking forward to telling you about that sometime. Not tonight, because the Olympics are on, and I want to watch people dancing with horses, because apparently that's a thing. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon, guys. I've got some more stuff for you if there's time later. If not, I'll talk to you another night later on in the week. Good night.
Okay, guys and girls, there you go. And Rob is tuned out for a little while there, and hopefully he'll consider popping back in afterwards. Buzz me when you're ready, he says. I think that was earlier. Anyway, beautiful volcano scene. Thank you, Rob, for putting that information into perspective. And as you guys see, we do have that new chart on there with the outputs, so you can actually see what that is doing, as well as the map of the older material. And I tried to keep that map squared up properly there, so Rob wouldn't go, hey, what happened? Iceland changed shape. But no, it didn't. It's doing its thing, and it's doing really, really well. Now, I am going to take off, and I am going to take a break as well. And for those who are thinking, well, you have just been sitting there for the last 25 or 30 minutes, and Rob's done all the talking. Yes, he has, but I've been in the background here doing other things. So very, very cool to see. Anyway, a lot of you guys in the channel here today. Loving it. We got 421 people in there right now. I see our likes are already at 315. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that like button if you like what you're seeing, if you liked Rob's presentation and all that nice stuff. And we really, really do enjoy that. More for your expensive, Rob not included. Gary's Variety Channel, that is awesome. Thank you for that super chat. Really do appreciate it, and that will help out. I do have a few things that I need to go get and things like that. So we're all good, and really do appreciate all the super chats. That's excellent, you guys. Anyway, do want to say that it's been getting back to that map. That is actually very interesting to see what these prehistoric events kind of look like, and very interesting to me anyway, how that land built up over the years. So very cool to see. But I am going to leave it here for a few minutes, let you guys kind of simmer with that. Actually, I think I may redo that a little bit if we can get that chart in a little bit differently on that. And we might pull that prehistoric map out for now and just get one of the other stream shots in there. I'll try to do that while I'm on break. So please enjoy yourselves for now, and enjoy the view. So if you see, yeah, actually I'll change the view back to our four views. And while that's going on, somebody was saying something about the guys. Oh, maybe Siggy is going to get mad at this. Siggy, well, I'm going to see if I can find that on here in the right stream. I'm going to actually put this up because somebody was saying earlier, hey, they're throwing stuff into the or pallets into your lava. So I'm gonna throw that on there, so just so you guys can see it, and then I'm gonna let that play, just so you can see what's going on. And yeah, they did actually throw some pallets over there, but you know, I don't think that's going to make much of a difference in the scheme of things. Those pallets are going to... don't mess me up. No, no, I won't mess you up there, Siggy. See, that guy's tossing those pallets in there. I don't know. I think that lava is just going to cook those little things. The fine is growing. Well, hey, you can see it on the screen, man. I just showing you what we see. Well, just showing you what we see. But, you know, it being wood, I'm pretty sure that it's going to turn around and catch fire once that hot lava gets back on top of it, and it will decompose or biodegrade. Yeah, litter bugs. They are. I don't think you're going to find the evidence. You'll have to go get the evidence right away, otherwise it's going to get destroyed. Oh, what's he throwing in there now? So, okay, I don't know. That's all going to melt, man. I just thought I'd throw this on here just since people were saying, hey, there's that stuff. It's just wood. Famous last words. Exactly, Siggy. Nylon tie downs. Oh, hang on. We can't do that. Change that real quick. And it's okay. I have to wait till that is over. We'll. Oh, it put it back on. Anyway, you guys seen what was going on there. I'm not going to let that play. I don't want to risk baking boo-boos here. So, anyway, all cool. I'm going to put it back on the multi-screen right now. And that way you guys have it. And I'm going to do that break thing. I just wanted you to see that they're throwing stuff out there. And it is pretty cool. So... anyway, enjoy the view, and please, for the time being, play nice in the lava pond, and don't go away, guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Of course, I am in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, about 5,000 kilometers or 3,154 miles away from the volcano. But we are bringing you the live streams. We are on our broadcast, day 131. And loving every second of what we're seeing right now. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. If you haven't hit that like button and love the stream, please consider doing that. If you haven't subscribed, you might want to do that as well. You can bop that little fox on the screen. That'll open up the subscribe button for you, and just hit that and the bell notification, and away you go. Wait, I am I am one what? You're tax deductible. Okay. Anyway, on that friendly note, I'm gonna get off of here for a few minutes, and please play nice in the lava pod. I will be back. Keep smiling, guys. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, guys and girls. Sorry for being a little bit slow and getting things going here, but I figured I'd better get it back on. And you know, I did get that image there that we wanted to kind of save evidence for Siggy there, so he can definitely have a shot. And I just wanted to throw that in. So it has been a screen capture, and you can see them in the act of doing what they're doing, and throwing those pallets into the into the lava. So anyway, I figured I'd throw that in there just for fun. Siggy, did you find your left arm? That was very important. I needed to know if you did that, and I hope you're sitting down. Kim Lambert says, call the drink lavalicious and make it licorice. Licorice. So it's black. Hey, cool. A good idea. That's something, a new Icelandic drink. They could call it lavalicious. And I think that'd be cool. Maybe Siggy should try one of those. What do you need? Lavalicious. What tastes like licorice? Isn't that blue stuff, that ouzo? And then just pour some Pepsi in it. That'll work. Okay, yummy. Lavalicious. The new drink that was developed right here on DrFox2000's live stream. Excellent stuff. Anyway, back to our volcano, guys, because that is what we are here to actually see and wonder about. And it is perking pretty. And no, those weren't flashes. That was somebody whipping their hand back and forth in front of the camera. I did want to kind of throw it on the individual cameras, though, if I can find the most lavally one, and that is usually this guy, and it seems to be flowing down into Fagradalsfjall fairly well. And as you can see, that material closer to the crater, and I'm going to get my screen split in the right way, the stuff up here, that is actually coming over top of Equipment Hill, you know, on the higher up side. So this is kind of neat here too. So this is actually building a kind of a bridge out across here, making a path or a catch basin on this side for future lava. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing develops or builds out in the next little while. And I'm hoping it's going to be cool, and we get to see what it's doing. Really awesome stuff. Okay, I'm trying to get back into the chat here, and boy, things are moving pretty good in the chat right now. So it's hard to keep up to everything that's going on. Wow. Yeah, okay, so Paul Zilla did ask, is that Equipment Hill? That's what's left of Equipment Hill, Paul Zilla. And you may have seen that helicopter shot that we were showing earlier. That's actually the guys throwing away the pallets that I think the wind turbine or something was mounted on top of those pallets. And those are being tossed out since they don't need to haul them back. And they're going to let them just burn up. You know, I don't know exactly how that goes. So pretty cool though, and interesting that they salvaged what they could. And Nancy Buchanan, why on earth did those guys lower down from the helicopter to the hilltop? The helicopter has landed there, could have... okay, actually, not anymore, Nancy. They cannot land on the hill anymore. It's landed there now, but before, when that equipment was sitting there, that was in the way. So they had moved everything out of the way and set that wind turbine and the antennas that they had up there. Those got turned and laid down. And that's why they were able to land the chopper afterwards. So that was kind of the game plan, I think. But Anyway, I noticed another super chat came in. Alex France with 750 kroners. Thank you very much, Alex. Appreciate that. Awesome super chat. And then, Kevin Haynes throws another $5 in. Have a safe trip. Thank you, Kevin. And I am really hoping this is going to be a super, super cool event when I go. You know, that this thing is perking just like this while I'm there. And that's really, really what I want to see. So we're going to see what happens. Shane Leslie Matheson, my favorite drink, Cosmo. Well, the new one that we made here is called Lavalicious, and it's going to be, I'm going to have to get some taste testers out there trying this. So you get yourself a couple of ounces of ouzo into a 16-ounce glass, pour about a 10-ounce or so of Pepsi in there and a few ice cubes, and go hard and let me know what it tastes like. I personally can't drink, so you guys are going to have to do it for me. Although I do like the taste of licorice, so that would be very, very cool. Alien Juice Cosmo. Okay. Kimberly, I volunteer taste. Yeah, taste test, LOL. Okay. That'll be cool. Frosty username also. I love Pepsi. Don't forget the Tabasco sauce. I don't know if we want to put Tabasco in that. That doesn't go as good as having that Lavalicious. It's got to be a sweet thing. Tabasco, I don't know. I mean, you guys can experiment if you like. I think that might be interesting, but I think going with ounce and a half or so of ouzo in there, and then that's the blue stuff. Tastes like licorice, and then go hard with the Pepsi. I think that might be interesting and very cool. So anyway, that's a new thing. We'll try it. We are on about a 24-hour cycle lately. Planned ahead, Dr. Fox. Watch the pressure. Yeah, actually, I've been really enjoying. I'm really, really surprised that this volcano actually came to life just as we got going with this stream today. So it's very, very good timing, and really, really like it. So anyway, I don't know if you guys want to hear Rob talk some more. He doesn't like it when I say yak. Yeah, he thinks a yak is a four-legged animal that has like fur on it that people shear off and make things out of. Anyway, let's see. We got some other stuff going on here. I'm going to read those. Ouzo poured down a flaming ice ramp, okay, into the awaiting lips of the bar. 1990s bar trick. Okay, Brian. Very interesting. K. Kaiser, number you desperately need, Foxy Cano with Pepsi. Oh my God, a Foxy Cano with Pepsi. K, we'll have to get that one going too. Y.O. John, interesting how narrow today's lines are on the seismograph. Does that mean anything? Well, and I've got a phone going off here. Hang on for a second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm guessing they didn't want to talk to me after all. They hung up when I answered. Do you know what those bright red patches on the sulfur in the front of the volcano? I've seen the sulfur, but I did not see bright red patches. I'm sorry, truth. That is interesting though, and I am curious about it. I didn't see it earlier, so I don't know about them being red. I just recall, seeing the yellowish green material. Truth, it's iron oxide. Okay, thanks, Thor. And so we've got iron oxide mixed in with the sulfur. That would make sense. Thank you. Yikes, we need two chats. One for one for, yeah, a couple of them. One for relevant stuff, but that's what makes this fun, Alex. It really does. We keep everything light and entertaining, and a little bit of humor just does not hurt, right? And we like to do that. Dr. Fox noticed off gas before the eruption today. Looked at 3:30 p.m. Nothing at all. Saw cloud formation at 7 p.m. Started erupting at 9:30. Well, that's because I turned the boiler on at about 6:30. That's why it started going by about 7. It got hot enough, and then it started cooking. Can you answer me how often these volcanoes happen? Last time this type, or well, in this peninsula, I think it was, what was it, 800 years ago. So I don't know if that gives you a relative idea, Maria, but over there in that specific spot, I think it was somewhere around an 800-year ago history when it actually went off last time. So, in that area. So I'm not sure about that, but if others have more accurate information, it would be interesting to know. So it is kind of interesting. Is what? Isolation is punishment for doing nothing wrong. Okay. Yeah, 800 years ago, but was it the same kind of thing? I don't know. I wasn't there, Maria. I came along a little while after. Just a little bit. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock. Hey, Daryl Spurlock is here. Wow, you got here at like almost late, almost completely late. Glad to have you. I've been trying to say hi for the last 45 minutes, and it seems that I keep getting phone calls and customers. Well, lock the door, Daryl. That's how you stop them from coming in, and take the phone off the hook. Okay. Somebody's watching you up the front side of the screen. Oh, okay. That's possible. Hang on for half a sec. Okay, so I'm trying to... Got to reread that comment. Someone watching you up to the front right side of the screen. Up in the top. Yes, we see that. That's actually, I think, a little bit of lava glow. I don't know. Maybe there's somebody over on the other side there, but I think that would be too close. That's got to be lava flowing over there somewhere. We can check on that though. Let's have a quick peek here and see if I can get to the right spot. We can actually see if there is an issue or something over there. Let me get rid of that, and I want to get rid of that. Get this one back. No, how about that one? Yeah, okay, there we can actually see it in this shot. So I'm going to put on the still cam just for a second, and it does look like there's 4 individual little glow points up in the top there, on the top right, and I'm sure you can see them. Hang on, I got to put this back to a regular screen so I can use my crayons. I haven't used them yet. So yeah, right. Wait, why is my crayons not working? Oh, somebody's been messing with my crayons. Probably those lava guys that were here earlier. Okay, I gotta put more crayons on here. Okay, we'll fix this little issue of crayons. And there we go. So, yeah, those little 4 spots that you see up there. And it does look like there's like 4 different specific locations. Maybe those are aliens or something. I have no idea. But definitely looks like lava to me. And that's what I'm going to stick with. And let's see. I did see Rob did get back. Sorry being on a phone call with Siggy trying to school me on Icelandic. What did I miss? Well, you're okay if you... Siggy, is he able to... No, never mind. Rob, are you ready? You want to come back on here for a few minutes and chat some more? And I'm ready to let you yak a little bit, and then I'll make obscene comments in the background and try to mess you up a little. Okay. Okay, what's he saying? Oh, I think Thor... Okay, detail goes, okay. Got the detail part, alright, cool. Kim Roundbush told you to try erase markers. Yeah. Come on, dry erase markers. They're not all they're made out to be, man. Anyway, back to the volcano. And it is beautiful, awesome. Love you guys. Too much fun. Too much fun. Well, Siggy, it is supposed to be fun, isn't it? And that's the whole idea behind this stuff. Really, really do enjoy it. Now, I wonder if they got that other camera going. I did want to try to see if I can bring that one back up. And I know we're going to run out of time for today here. Got so much good stuff and so little time to show it in. Where is that? Was that this one? No, maybe that one. Yeah, that's the one that's way down in the valley. Actually, the one way down in the valley, it is showing the volcano from afar, but we're not seeing anything. Oh no, that's not the one in the valley. I got so many cameras, I don't know which view I'm referring to now. I think I might have lost it. Very dark in that Haggy, by the way. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to reload that other one. Oh, it might be one of the ones. I got 2 screens that are not working right now, so we'll have to see what we can come up with. Anyway, yeah, you are yeah, you're doing awesome, Dr. Fox. Thank you very much for all that you do for my little hellhole. And Siggy, you know, we really, really, really do try. And if it wasn't for the fact that I enjoy doing this stuff so much and enjoy seeing the volcano itself, of course, you know, going there is going to be really the frosting on the cake for me. And I'm really, really looking forward to this. So this is something in the future. What's the big news in Iceland, Dr. Fox? That Siggy... I don't know. What did Siggy mention? Did I miss something Siggy mentioned? Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to go back up here. Did Siggy say something else? Yes, but you need to take a break. Please upload those screens I sent you. Okay. Oh yeah, I got to do that. All right, I'm going to take that break, and I'm going to load these other images for Rob, and we will leave the quad display on here for the time being. I think it is absolutely wonderful that you can all see that. And I'm going to load those images, and then, like I say, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. For those who are just joining, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please consider doing that. If you like what's going on in the stream and you like the views and all that. We would really appreciate a like. Also, if you're new to the stream, and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that if we've earned your subscription. And also, if you need to know when the stream is happening, please look down below in the description. You will find the weekday times as well as the weekend times. Now, as of tomorrow or Friday, I am going to be on call again, so those times can be varied somewhat or may not happen at all, but we will do our best to try to make it happen and go from there. Apparently Monday is a holiday here, so Monday I may start the stream an hour earlier, but only run a 2-hour stream, but start it an hour earlier. So we'll see how that goes. And the reason I want to start it an hour earlier is, well, one, I am on call, but two, I also want to pop out and do something in the evening. So this will give me the opportunity, and we won't have any issues with overrunning anything and going from there. Especially if Kim Raudenbush doesn't sit there and say, I want it longer, I need it longer, I'm working, I'm stuck at work. Anyway, we love Kim. He's a good guy, no matter what he says. If you don't thumbs up, Siggy's lava workers will visit you while you are sleeping. Oh, be nice, Kim. Be nice. I think that's part of the union protocol, though. They need to do that. That's what? His final warning? Oh, come on, be nice to him. He owns the volcano after all. Maui me, I wonder if the harsh California winter has anything to do with it. Okay. Anyway, while that's going on, I'm going to take that quick break. Going to load those other files up. So you guys keep smiling, keep playing nice in the lava, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. Actually, Rob will be back. Or maybe we'll both be back. I'll be heckling him in the background. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, don't go away. More to come, guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Thanks. Stick around. Okay, I got my microphone back on and kind of sitting here ready to go. I think Rob's going to give me a call in a second or two. So as soon as that happens, I will get him plugged in here. I'll turn off my mic for a second and then we'll get him going and then we'll do that. So hopefully he'll pop in and things will all be good. Okay, good to go, Rob. And I'm going to shut my mic off just so we don't hear the incoming call. All right, I'm live and I'm going to put Rob on right now. So here, oh, hang on, mate. Okay, guys and girls, we got the phone line thing set up here, so we're gonna make this happen, and I'm gonna put Rob live as of right now. So, Rob, the mic is on, and the floor is yours.
Okay, I'm back. Shane, I appreciate the sentiment, but yeah, let's maybe leave that out of the chat for now. Yeah, and just a heads up, Siggy wants to come in on this call. So let me just get the serious stuff out the way and we'll see if we can do that. But before he does get on the call, I just want to make very, very clear, he was trying to school me on how to speak in Icelandic. I can't imagine what went through the minds of the people that invented that language to use those particular syllables or those parts of the mouth, because it just doesn't feel natural at all. But apparently he's very entertained with how the doc and I try and pronounce words in Icelandic. Anywho, so right, very, very quickly, I just wanted to address some of the issues that have been raised about and all the words that have been used, appropriate or not, to describe the people who are walking on the lava. It's exceptionally dangerous, and we know why. This isn't a road safety public service announcement, in case you're just joining us for the first time now, in which case, where have you been? But this was published in a paper back in 2004 called The Numerical Modeling of Lava Flow Cooling Applied to the 1997 Okmok Eruption. The Okmok eruption refers to the Okmok Volcano, which is in Alaska. And basically the output of that volcano, it was basaltic lava. Like ours is basaltic lava, like all volcanoes are basaltic lava, effectively. And they basically recreated a model of lava output and the mechanics of lava, and what are basically called lava flow cooling and thermal budgets. Not going to go into it in too much detail now, but if you look at the graph, what we can basically see is that depending on the thickness of lava, it can take up to 30 years for the lava, forget about cooling, for the lava to just cool out of its molten state. All right, depending on its thickness. So the thing that people don't seem to appreciate is that the black stuff that we see when we look at the lava field, the lava that's cooled down is just basically a relatively thin crust. But the nature of lava is such that when it cools down, all those little gas bubbles effectively they turn that crust into a giant duvet cover. It is exceptionally well insulated, which means that down at the bottom, it is still very, very, very fluid. In some cases, it's even more fluid than it was when it popped out of the volcano. It popped out the volcano in shards and in fragments and in splats and spatter, and I'm not going to have that whole conversation now. But as more and more lava piled up on top of it, it effectively reheated that lava again. The reason it looks so odd to most of us, I'm guessing, is because it's taking into account the fact that there's an external crust to that lava flow. All right, but what I want you to pay attention to is the fact that anything over 30 meters, it takes about 30 years, give or take, to cool down to the point to which it's actually just solid rock. It's not cool by any means. It takes an awful lot longer than that to cool down. Yeah, just going through some of the chat. Doug, to what extent do I actually get to respond to the haters, or do I just ignore them and move on?
Just ignore
Okay.
it and move on. Yeah.
Okay, because I'd love to have some fun. At some point.
I think
Anyway,
that was just fooling around a little bit. Don't worry about that.
So this next graph also deals with a very similar concept. It was, by the way, this is a separate paper. It was published in 2012, called the Numerical Simulations and Analysis of Lava Flow Cooling. And I believe it came out of the US Nuclear Regulatory Commission, but it basically examines the effects of lava biology, which is, it's related to fluid dynamics. It's basically how lava flows, precipitation, which is basically means water content, and the variability, the changes, the different types of composition. They then applied these findings into a 2D cooling model to produce simulations of temperatures and melt fractions of periods up to and over 30 months. And what's incredible is that from this you can basically see that remaining up to about 1100 Celsius, and 50% molten, and that basically continues for timescales of up to about 30 months after it was initially put in place. So yeah, when the scientists and the search and rescue guys are asking these tourists, most of whom, yeah, I'm not going to characterize them, but you know what I was about to say, and they implore them to not to step out onto the lava field. There's a really good reason for that. People literally go up in spectacular lava glory. And I just wanted to share that with you. It's really interesting, and it's frightening, and it's kind of awe-inspiring when you think about the kind of mechanics of what we're looking at here, because what we see, generally speaking, is the lava comes out, and then at some point it basically turns black and it crusts over and it becomes hard, and it's effectively a field of hot rock. This basically proves that that's just the surface, or as my good friend Siggy would say, that's just the facade, because apparently no one ever told Siggy that the word is pronounced facade, and yet he decided to use that word whilst schooling me in how to pronounce Icelandic. Siggy, would you like to come in on the call?
Siggy, by all means, you
Guys,
are
like
welcome. Yeah,
voice?
you're welcome to pop in here if you want to give Rob a call back. I'll just mute it for a second here so you can pop in there. So I'll see what happens. So if you want to do that,
Yeah, we want to make sure that it is actually Siggy and not that person that you and I spoke about. I think might be stalking me. Okay.
Okay, yeah, the stalker. Okay, anyway, Siggy, if you want to give him a call, do that. I've muted his microphone for right now, so if you want to line him up. Oh, hang on.
One second. Okay,
I got it back
no,
on.
No. One sec. I've got to put him on. 1 second, because he's trying to call me through WhatsApp, which isn't helpful. Okay, found him.
Hello?
Okay, is that working? Is that Siggy?
Siggy?
Yeah.
How are you? I'm here.
All
Hey.
right. Can you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but...
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know where the doc's gone.
I'm here. I'm still here.
All right. Okay, so that's awesome. So here we are. Are you on here too, Rob?
Yeah, I'm here. Dr. Fox, have you are we live? 'Cause
Yes.
I turned off my YouTube.
We are live.
Yes, he's on.
We can hear Siggy, we can hear you, and I'm hoping they can hear me. We can hear you, and I'm hoping they can hear me.
Okay, right, Siggy, you're good to go.
All right, that's awesome.
Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen, this is Siggy.
Hey guys, very nice to meet you guys, but bringing this whole weirdness, a whole different level of weirdness to you guys. We're going to now try to see and figure out if there's any way of pronouncing this unpronounceable language that Icelandic is.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Dr. Fox, are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm all ears, all ears.
No. We want you to participate. We don't just want you to listen.
Oh, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Hey, Tor, Klippenberg from Norway. It's nice to hear you over there too. Okay, so we start with a very this is becoming now, I guess, a pretty famous word, the facade. A facade is a very unique thing that kind of sits in front of everything, especially the big volcanoes like Hæðarpunktar had a spectacular facade. going then back to the ones we're on right now, in Merardalin and Fagradalsfjall, and the one that seems to be tripping everybody with the Stóri Hrútur, which is something that
I have no idea what you're saying. I don't know if you're giving me words to say or you're having some kind of a breakdown.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's, I don't know if this is. Maybe I need to take more medicine, I guess.
Okay. Rob, just let Siggy,
so if
let
you
Siggy
guys
go.
go ahead and type in words that you would like me to pronounce for you guys, and you can kind of figure out how this works.
Okay. Right, Siggy, before we continue, I've got a feeling. Siggy, can you hear Dr. Fox speaking? Because I can't. I have to turn my YouTube back on.
I hear a little bit of him in the background once in a while here and there.
I'm not talking about any other night, Siggy. I'm talking about now.
Oh, you're not talking about my voices? Oh, well then, no, I can't hear him.
If you're hearing voices in the dark, there's a problem.
Okay, Siggy, I don't know what to do. Shall I? What do we do?
Okay.
Do we continue like this, or okay? Okay.
Yeah, why not? Okay,
So I was saying Stóri Hrútur is wrong. Stóri Hrútur is the mountain that people are looking out on.
Yeah, it's quite wrong. It's Stóri Hrútur, means a large male sheep, a ram. Stóri Hrútur. But it's not an A sound, it's an ow sound, so it's not high. It's a little bit, the A has a line over it, so it sounds like not high. And there is out from Stóri Hrútur, it's another there's a ridge called the Long Ridge that a lot of people have a hard time with, and that is Langi Hryggur. Hryggur means spine in Icelandic, and it talks about Langi Hryggur, the long spine or the long ridge that runs north to south.
I just wish I'd have just stayed in bed and watched the horses dancing.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that almost. Langi Hryggur.
I don't know about you, but can you see the numbers of our viewers like tanking right now?
No, everybody left. Yeah, I figured. There's a lot of letters in our alphabet. Most people can't figure out.
Yeah, we'll put the lava back on.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right. Well, this was fun. I can leave Siggy here, and I can just leave you guys to just contemplate the meaning of life and the meaning of what exactly Sig is trying to tell us. Oh, what do I do? I don't want to hang up on anyone.
I am going to leave you guys for now. This was great. It was awesome to meet you guys. Thank you so much for sharing this volcano with me. It's a really surreal deal for me to sit here and watch it from Texas. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate that.
Love you, Siggy. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Siggy, for being on.
I think you need to hang up, though. If I hang up, the stream ends.
Okay, I think Siggy might be gone. Rob, you're still hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm having some kind of Vietnam flashback.
Okay, well, I hope that...
Doc, I still can't hear you in my ear.
Okay, not sure why, but anyway, I'm going to talk here for a little bit, so if you're listening. But I think we are at, what is it, 7:08, which is already 8 minutes after close down time. So what I'm going to suggest is that we end the stream here pretty quick. So it has been a lot of fun doing this, and really enjoyed it. I'm very, very happy, Siggy, that you got on there with your words of wisdom, and we love that. So now you guys know what Siggy sounds like. So it's awesome to have the big family coming together, and you know, it gives you guys a little bit more of an idea what the actual person behind it may sound like. A little bit different than you might have thought, right? So very, very happy though that Siggy did come on. And of course, it definitely is a slightly different than hearing the British accent from Rob, so which is really, really cool. Anyway, that was kind of a last minute thing that we kind of just wanted to try here to see what would happen, and maybe in the future we can work on a little bit better way of communication. To get us all in there on the same plane, if you will. But I thought it was really awesome to be able to get Siggy on there. And again, for those who don't know, Siggy is indeed one of the landowners where this volcano is actually sitting. And although he is down in Texas, he's not in Iceland. And it's really, really cool to have him on board. So I love you guys, and I'm going to get ready to end the stream here because it is that time, and it's not just losing viewers because of Siggy coming on. That's not why. We actually losing viewers because a lot of the European people are going to sleep, and they have no choice if they work tomorrow. So I want to kind of say good night to everyone, and we will get ready to shut this down. Kim Rowdenbush, you don't have a choice. You've got 2 more hours. Watch the rerun. Cheryl Wood, you're very welcome, and awesome to have everything going. So, and really, really happy Siggy was able to come on. Rob, you did a fantastic job with explaining the good things. And yeah, next time Rob comes on, we'll show you all those amoeba that we were talking about. And I know Rob just went ballistic when he heard me call him that. I mean, I knew what I was looking at, but I just had to do it. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you very much for being here tonight. And it has been a fun stream. I really, really did enjoy it. And on a friendly note, I think we will pop it over to, let's see, around the channels here real quick. I think I want to leave it on that one for the end, just to have a quick peek at the other ones, steaming pretty good there. So very awesome views, guys, and we will leave it on the Lavely one. And on that friendly note, I'm going to say good night to everyone. I do have a bunny to go take care of, some supper to feed myself and the likes of that. And hopefully we'll get all that stuff done. And I should have turned the audio off for that. I am going to actually do that now, just so we don't have rebroadcast issues. And anyway, it's really, really cool. So on that note, take care, everyone. Please have yourselves a super duper night, and really, really enjoyed the evening. Thank you to the super chatters. I really appreciate you guys. Definitely will help out with my my trip to Iceland. And again, boots on the ground on the 17th of August at 6:10 a.m. Or pending flight arrival time. If it's a little early or a little late, we don't know. But oh, I did have one last question. Does anyone know if Iceland Air has Pepsi or Coke? I just figured I'd ask that before I take off. On that friendly note, you all take care. Have a good evening, and all the best and we will see you guys. Yeah, a few people thinking now. Oh, anyway, we will see you all later. So please remember, tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Thank you for joining us tonight, and see you tomorrow. Good night.